Well, while you're enjoying your meal, we're going to get started because we are on a tight timeline tonight because we got Futurity coming in here and adult showmanship. So we're going to get started. And my name's Judy Wolford, and I'm going to be your MC this evening. And I'd like to start out by introducing our sponsors for the Dairy Incentive Program. You look around the ring, you see a lot of banners, and most of those people are our sponsors. They include John and Bonnie Ayers, Nationwide Insurance, Prangers, Woodruff Farms, Heartland Feed Services, Performance CJDR, Jason Robinson and Erica Davis, Scott and Tammy Zimmerman, WAPO Wood Products, Scioto Co-op, Walnut Hill Feeds, Hills Supply, MHEB Incorporated, Ohio PDCA, Ohio Holstein Association, Ohio Milking Shorthorn Association, Ohio Jersey Breeders, Ohio Ayrshire Breeders, Ohio Guernsey Breeders, and Ohio Brown Swiss Breeders. Friends of the Bill Blue Memorial and John Grewe Memorial, Zoetis, Fenton Brothers, Commodity Blenders, Silver Mist, and Cargill. So let's give those people a round of applause because they do a lot to help sponsor all of this. John and Bonnie, do you want to come up and tell us a little bit about the history of this program?
You know, good ideas start in a lot of places, but when I'm talking to a dairy group about good ideas, most of us would agree that we've had a lot of ideas come across our mind while doing farm chores, milking cows, feeding calves. I think this is one of those instances where we had an idea. And as you all know, an idea is one thing, but if you take it another step, it becomes a goal. And then a goal is when you get other people involved, you talk about it, you think about it, you kick it around, you mull it over, you complain, and then you come up with what is the best process. So then the goal becomes reality. It's that way for John and I. A lot of opinions. And that was 11 years ago. So now we're back to being introduced as history. So that's what happens when a good idea takes hold, becomes a goal. And we are been more than pleased to be a part of the idea that is so unique to this group. Just talk to other kids. Dairy kids, talk to other kids. It's very unique, it's individualized, and you have to earn it. But by being here and connecting, that's probably the greatest reward over and beyond the money. John?
We get the privilege of saying that we started it. Well, that's great. It was nothing more than an idea one morning when I was milking cows, and most of you milk cows at one time or other, and little kids will be milking cows. And when you've got this monotonous job milking cows, you think about a lot of stuff. And it was just a morning idea, and I went to the house and I told Bonnie about it, what I thought might be a good idea. And then it went from there. Well, it's not Bonnie and I. We just started it. It's you people out there that are doing it now. It's you people out there that are going for whatever it takes. You're investing time, you're investing money. You've got people who are willing to donate to it. It's a good cause. It really is a good cause. If you don't think our youth are good in Ohio, you just look around. We've got some of the finest youth there is. And they go on and do good things. They go on to school. They go on to farms. They go on to jobs. And if we can do one little bit to help encourage them to do these things, get involved, it's really a neat thing. And Bonnie and I are very happy. And it does take dollars. And it does take donations, but that's just part of it. But great to have the kids here, great to have sponsors here, great to have anybody that's involved. Let's try to keep it going. Thank you.
Thanks, Bonnie. Thank you, John and Bonnie. Angie, do you have some awards to give out, maybe? Not yet? The Supreme Showman, it says. Oh, yes, I'll announce. Yeah.
Good evening. I am going to announce and recognize, and I'm not sure if she's able to be with us right now, but Carly Brinkley was our Supreme Showman, excuse me, for week 1. So congratulate Carly in the barn. Or if she's here, I don't think she is. And then that also leads us into explaining the history and how the Youth Reserve Fund is generating money to pay those awards. So the Youth Reserve Fund is the money that is benefited from the sale of champions held on the last day of the Ohio State Fair. This year it will be on August 9th at 1 o'clock in the afternoon. It is free and welcome for everyone to attend. And in 2011, the dairy department got to be part of the Sale of Champions with the sale of the block of cheese. The Grand Champion cheese is sold and our dairy youth benefit. Often people ask, well, how does the dairy department really get money from that? All of that money is channeled back in different amounts. So the history of the YRP has generated over $9,896,000 from the Sale of Champions. 561 champions have been awarded, benefiting 45,000 youth. And often people say, like, how are the youth really getting that money? So in order to receive payment for Skillathon, which will be awarded tonight, the Supreme Showman, Grand Champions, Junior Champions, Intermediate Champions, Dairy Judging Awards, and then the Direct Champions, all of that money comes from the Youth Reserve Fund of the Sale of Champions. So when someone says, I'm not in the sale ring, it doesn't matter. You are still benefiting directly. So when you see that Sale of Champions, when you see it advertised, you are benefiting directly. So a round of applause to our commissioners that continue to make that happen. Rose Hartshoe is here. Other commissioners have been in and out. We truly could not make it without them. And it goes back to all of the species departments.
Thank you, Angie. Bruce Smith, do you want to come up for a little bit?
Well, this evening we would like to make a little tribute to Mr. Paul Detweiler. Paul's wife Shelley's here. This is on behalf of the dairy department here at the State Fair. Paul grew up on a dairy farm in Medina County. I met Paul when we were at Ohio State. You've probably seen the two of us together a lot. Paul had a 40-year career in dairy in this great state, working for Noba, Select Sires, Coba Select Sires, and ST Genetics. He spent 30 years on the microphone right here. He got me this gig. Paul provided a lot of service to both the dairy industry and his community throughout Ohio. Some examples: Paul and Shelley started a 4-H club with 10 9-year-old kids. Their oldest son, Jake, and my son, Jared. Paul also spent a lot of time with the Ohio State dairy judging team. I have no idea Eric would know better. The number of kids he helped from Ohio State with internships at ST. He put his time into it. In the community, Paul, with my assistance once in a while, we did football and basketball games he announced beyond the state fair. If people ever heard Paul and his humor here, you should hear him at a football game. So with that, Erica would like to make a presentation to Shelley.
While Shelley's making her way up here, on behalf of the Dairy Department, we very much miss Paul's voice in the ring, but we know there's a lot of other capable people, and Bruce is our leader now. And Patty Hirchin has stepped up to do announcements and do a great job at announcing all of the shows here. 30 years plus Spring Dairy Expo. Paul Detweiler was behind the microphone, entertaining us, and sometimes very much behind the microphone with some silly jokes and some sayings and some observations. And of course, as we all can attest to, we're going to miss him a lot. But we sure do appreciate Shelley being here, and we want to present this award. It says, it's a picture of Paul behind the microphone here at the Ohio State Fair, and it says, 3 decades of setting the stage. Your voice and legacy will echo through the years. And it has a little microphone on it, and we sure did appreciate everything that he did for the dairy people here and throughout Ohio. So thank you. Thank you for joining with us.
Well, I'm not Paul, so usually he said he doesn't need any notes. I always needed notes, and of course, I don't have any notes. The funny thing is I didn't really like the fair, and he loved the fair. He loved all the people, behind the scenes people. He loved the kids. You know, this was the future of I mean, genetics was his business, but the people is what he just loved to for the future of the dairy. I really appreciate this, and thank you.
And now, for the future, and what you guys have really come here for, is the Skillathon Awards. And I'll pass the mic to Sherry.
Tough act to follow. Okay, we're going to go ahead and launch right on into our Skillathon Awards, and we're going to start with the 9-year-olds. There were 65 that participated in the in-person Skillathon. I don't have the numbers of how many did the virtual at this point. We used to have Skillathon both weeks, which was kind of nice in a lot of ways, because our dairy kids don't probably have the opportunity to come back quite as easily as maybe even some other folks that don't have more chores to do at home. But the virtual is kind of help us out with qualifying for the overall dairy incentive, but doesn't qualify for the awards tonight, so they won't be included in the Skillathon Awards. So without further ado, the 9-year-old group in 9th place was Skylar DiGiovanni, and hopefully I don't butcher any names, from Auglaize County. 8th place was Piper Bates from Ashland. 7th place, Cooper Call from Clark County. And I think Cooper might be here. Come on up. I believe there's some ribbons over there for you. Jason Fair was 6th place from Guernsey County. Jackson Fair was 5th place from Guernsey County. 4th place, Harper Knoop from Miami County. 3rd place, Leo Wolf from Henry County. 2nd place, Caitlin Osterholt from Licking County. And winning the 9-year-old skillathon was Sawyer Young from Delaware. So we'll move on to the 10-year-olds. In 5th place was Carson Bickle from Clinton County. Is Carson here? 4th place, Shiloh Kohler from Fairfield. 3rd place, Alden Epley from Fairfield County. And 2nd place, Harper Roush from Monroe. I thought she was here somewhere. And winning the 10-year-old the 11-year-old skillathon in 9th place was Lane Scott from Adams County. 8th place, Brinley Randall from Champaign. In 7th place, Luke Knoop from Miami. 6th place, Riley DiGiovanni from Auglaize. 5th place, Jax Ayers from Champaign County. In 4th place is Autumn Harpster from Ashland. 3rd place, Heidi Gruby from Madison County. 2nd place, Callum Francis from Darke County. We're on a roll. And in 1st place, Samuel Dustheimer from Delaware County. On to the 12-year-olds. In 10th place, Braley Fair from Guernsey County. 9th place, Ryan Griffith from Brown County. And in 8th place, Carrington Kohler from Fairfield. 7th place, Bentley Cole from Seneca. 6th place, Samuel Young from Delaware. 5th place, Ryan Shockey from Wayne County. 4th place, Luke Roush. It says Athens, but I don't think that's correct. 3rd place, Caroline Raber from Wayne County. 2nd place, Dwight Hartshoe from Crawford. And in 1st place, I believe that's his brother, would be Jordan Hartshoe from Crawford County. Moving on to the 13-year-olds. In 8th place, Nash Knoll from Huron County. 7th place, Brooke Novak from Lorain. 6th place, Riley Brock from Madison County. 5th place, Ben Novak from Lorain. In 4th place, Juliana Baker from Carroll. 3rd place, Lexi Scott from Adams. In 2nd place was Chase Call from Clark. And winning the 13-year-old skillathon was Stella Young from Delaware. In the 14-year-old division, in 7th place was Avery Randall from Champaign County. 6th place went to Eva Woodruff from Delaware. 5th place, Corbin Caverman from Clark. Fourth place, Russell Shockey from Wayne County. Third place, Brady Cole from Seneca. In second place was Natasha Gruby from Madison. And winning the 14-year-old skillathon was Gracie Weber from Fairfield. In the 15-year-old division, there were only 2 contestants, and the second place was Price Knoll from Huron County. And winning the 15-year-old in-person skillathon was Lane Francis from Darke County. In the 16-year-old division, 5th place was Stephanie Headings from Union County. 4th place was Cole Hudson from Crawford. 3rd place was Brandy Fair from Guernsey. 2nd place, Anderson Wolf from Wayne. And winning the 16-year-old division was Andrew Walker from Stark County. In the 17-year-old division, 6th place, Delaney Brock from Madison. 5th place, Hannah Griffith from Brown County. In 4th place was Silas Kohler from Fairfield. 3rd place, Christy Headings from Union. 2nd place, Nora Menzie from Wood County. And winning the 17-year-old skillathon was Shiloh Kenzel from Crawford County. And the last division is the 18-year-olds. In 4th place was Evie Reedman. 3rd place, Joan Lamb from Lorain County. Evie's from Union, I'm sorry about that. 2nd place, Charlie Weiss from Darke County. And winning the 18-year-old division was Lydia Caverman from Clark County. And with an assist from Judy, we have an all-around, I believe, award over there. Okay, that fancy chair. If Jordan Hartshoe would come up from Crawford County, he will be the winner of the all-around. Congratulations, Jordan. We've had a couple other activities for the juniors. One of the newer ones, and this is only our 3rd year for doing it, and they got their awards the other day. We will have Jeopardy again next week on Tuesday from 1 to 4. And I also want to thank our donors for the pizza party and things, Mideast ADA, Madeline, has helped out a lot with that, along with Scott. And we also had donations from Ohio Holstein, Ohio Brown Swiss, and Ohio Jersey Association, along with that helped with the pizza parties and also with Jeopardy. So I want to recognize real quickly the juniors that were in the winner. The top 3 juniors were, first place was Heidi Gruby, and come on up and let them see your pretty face. And second place was Nolan Henry. Nolan's here. And third place was Juliana Baker, and they got cash awards. And in the senior division, if you'd want to head up here, was Dwight Hartshoe was first place. And he actually has a story behind that. He's actually a junior, but he was doing the sheep show and ended up getting thrown into the senior division and pulled it out in Final Jeopardy over Charlie Weiss for second and Natasha Gruby for third. Another quick thing that is something that kind of gets shoved to the side a little bit, we turn these in. It is a recognition or achievement award winners that we do in February every year. There is a state achievement award also that goes out that is a different contest, and hopefully nobody ever gets confused about that. But if any of you all are here, I would like you to come up and be recognized and pick up a certificate that Julie has. Winning the bronze, Macy Striffler, Luke Taylor, and Grant Top. And we got some pins for you too. Silver was Danica Anderson, Jax Ayers, Cam Cope, Cora Cope, Logan Cox, Lydia Creighton, Grace Ewing, Hazel Hahn, Sophia Maurer, Matthew Taylor, Hannah Uplinger, and Lincoln Wallace. And in the gold division, Clayton Baker, Juliana Baker, Emery Close, Levi Coppersmith, Heidi Gruby, Natasha Gruby, Emma Hahn, Julianne Headings, Christy Headings, Stephanie Headings, Pearl Heron, Ruby Heron, Kylie Holmes, Max Holmes, Lydia Caverman, Corbin Caverman, Zachary Norris, Mackenzie Top, Haley Wilrath, and Riley Wilrath. So congratulations. These guys turn in a thing that has a point system for the number of recognized activities they do in the dairy for the year. And that's the most I've ever had for gold, which all of these were over 90 or 100, I believe, in that category. And the last thing that I have on my list is the first week of dairy judging, and it's a combined contest at the moment, so they won't get any awards, but I wanted to at least announce them, and if they're here, come on up, and we'll give you a round of applause. For the juniors, winning, we actually had a tie for the top, and they actually had like the exact breakdown going through there with only just very minor differences. So we're going to recognize them as being a complete tie, and that's Chase Call and Luke Knoop. If you guys want to come up. Third place was Samuel Henry. Fourth place, Nolan Henry. And fifth place, Will Cole. And we will have our other contest, or another clinic, we call it, next week on August 5th, which is a Wednesday. All boys. And in the senior division, winning the senior division was Caden Bursick. Second was Charlie Weiss. Third was Ben Herstein. Fourth, Taylor Kloffenstein. And fifth, Ruth Bambauer. And I guess, Charlie, you are it.
Thank you, Sherry. So, for dinner this evening, even though we talked about our sponsors for Dairy Incentive and all the banners around the ring, we had a different group who sponsored your dinner. And they include Bucks, Hershey Transport, Lindlauer Farms, American Dairy Association, Quiet Cove Holsteins, 360 Semen Sales, Golden Link, Blondin Sires, Heather Orris, Ackley Holsteins, Top View PC, West Main Vet Clinic, and Blue Moon Guernseys. So if you see any of those folks here in the ring tonight or back in the barn, please thank them because they contributed so you could have dinner this evening. And with that, we appreciate all of our sponsors very much. And with that, we'll conclude our program for this evening. Thank you all for coming. We hope to see you back here in the ring at 7 o'clock for Futurity.
If you are a Dairy Youth Incentive sponsor, if you have put money into the fund to help all of these kids, come on up here and stand with them, please.